Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Planescape Torment. Okay, we've made a circuit, talked to most of the people here. There is someone that seems to be missing. We'll see if we can find her, but we also want to talk to Delora again. That's a patron. Oh, also, I was curious to see if any of them showed up here, but they do not. However, that is a crazy-looking Modron. That is really a crazy-looking Modron. The embodiments of perfect order. Modrons hail from the gear plane of ultimate law, Mechanis. They adhere to a strict caste system, a system so perfect that they cannot comprehend the castes not immediately adjacent to theirs. It's not really a caste system, it's a hierarchy. Their unified mind is so perfect that they have no sense of self or individuality. They have no ambition, no emotion, and exist only to carry out the orders of their superiors. Of course, in any system there are bound to be imperfections. It's possible for a Modron to grow an identity and go rogue. You have no idea how this might happen. If I were to play in a Planescape campaign, dang it, I gotta do this first. If I were to play in a Planescape campaign right now, I would definitely play a Rogue Modron. Okay.
Right.
Let's see if there's, someone we missed. That's Juliet's room. I'm not sure whose room that is. That's Echo. Nenny Nine Eyes. No one else has gone in there. That's Vivian. Nope. Nope. Ah, there we go. I guess I just didn't see her when I was in here before. It's very, very dark. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can barely make out a shapely female form in the darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing of her face. Greetings! The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across stone. Yes, come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so. Rude and foolhardy. You can hear a faint whispering sound, like a slight breeze, or the hissing of serpents. I hope I saved. I am guessing that she is a, Medusa. Mort whispers quietly. Whoa, creepy chit. My apologies, my lady. I wasn't sure if someone was here. Woman gives a slight humph. But it would seem there is someone in this room, wouldn't it? Shall you be on your way, then? Well, not just yet. I had some questions. Ask. Why do you remain behind the screen? Is it your wish that I step away from this partition into some patch of light and speak to you face to face? Marissa laughs, and there is the sound of scales sliding on scales. Nay, I think not. The darkness suits me, and doubtless suits you as well. Why is it so dark in here? Let me double check. Did I save it? I think so. I mean, considering that I'm now behind the partition, did I actually check everything? I think I did. Marissa's cold, cruel voice hisses from out of the darkness. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust, or just more of your pointless questions? More pointless questions, Marissa. Why do you remain? Why is it so dark in here? To prevent any unwanted and embarrassing casualties. Now, what is it that you want? I want to see you come into the light. Nay, and the addition of please will not serve to persuade me. Now, what do you want? Surely you did not come all this way to see me. I do want to see what you look like. You have no such want. Oh, I do. What do you look like? The darkness hides us both. Let's make it a game. I'm frightfully bored. Let me guess. Are you a human male? I think so. You think so? How could it not know? I really have no sure idea of what I am. Truly, that's almost interesting. There's a sound of hissing in the darkness. Describe yourself to me. I'm tall, muscular, and horribly scarred. Indeed? She pauses for a moment. How are you so horribly scarred? Wait, never mind. I do not wish to know. Now describe yourself for me. Marissa describes herself as a shapely, pale-skinned, beautiful woman with a forked tongue, hair made up of writhing asps, and glowing eyes, which you assume she must be keeping shut. You sound very exotic-looking, Marissa. I'm totally going for this petrification thing.
Updated my journal.
Marissa laughs lightly, the sound accompanied by a slight hissing. Oh, I am. And my merest glance turns living things to stone, from beings of flesh to statuary, the only thing with only the bat of my eyelash. Living things to stone, could you turn, say, a limb into a statue? That must be inconvenient at times. Let's go with this. I suppose I could, if you had a limb and were I inclined to do so. And I might be so inclined had I my crimson veil, but I do not know where it has gone. Have you seen it perchance? No, what's it for? Is it just a normal veil? Marissa sighs quietly. No, not quite. It aids me in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why do you need to hide your face? Enough with these asinine questions. How tiresomely annoying you are. Now what do you want? Just some I guess I can't get petrified here. Some questions answered. Oh, wow. Why do you remain behind the screen again? Please come into the light. Is that the same thing? Are you a fiend? Marissa laughs lightly, the sound accompanied by a slight hissing. No, hardly, though I have powers some might call fiendish. My glance turns living things to stone, for instance. From beings of flesh to statuary with the... Okay, it's the same thing. That must be inconvenient at times. You think so? That must be why I sit here alone in the dark, hiding behind a partition. Though you can't see Marissa, you're certain she's sneering. She suddenly sighs. If only I knew where my crimson veil had gone. Alright. What are you doing here? Sitting here with my thoughts, listening to you voice yours. The silence of both of them, literal then figurative, is deafening. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Oh, I think not. You would find them most unflattering at this moment. What is it you want? Could you tell me about this place? No, I'm not in the mood. I'm sure one of the girls here would be happy to tell you all about Mistress Grace's little school for aspiring sensates. Go find one of them. Sensates? Yes, a silly little group devoted to experience and the like. I certainly need not be a sensate to be a sensate. And once I've gotten access to the fest hall and grown tired of its sensoriums, I'll simply move on. Tell me about the sensoriums. They are halls where sensations are stored in objects called sensory stones. There are two, a public sensorium in the Civic Fest Hall open to everyone, and a sensate sensorium open to only members of the Society of Sensation, sensates. And what do you want with that? What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Yes, Echo. I knew another Echo once, though her name was written differently. I know nothing of this girl, though. Ask Delora of her. She made friends with an old lover of Echo's, I have heard.
Another question. I was told you were seen sneaking... No, let's hold off on that. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be?
No, I've not a clue.
Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell?
No, do you?
You hear an annoyed sigh from out of the darkness.
Go ask Yves. She collects many tales and can probably tell you something of use.
I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? I was not actually counting.
I spend much time here in my chambers, but I think that even I would have known a 10th student arrived. There is none currently.
Add another question. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Vivian's chambers recently. Is that connected with her missing scent somehow?
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issues from the darkness around her.
Yes, I've been known to creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfumes, though I doubt you'll meet another here who hasn't. If you're implying that I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Perhaps whoever took my crimson veil took Vivian's scent as well.
Okay, nothing about the crimson veil. Alright. Didn't I have something like that? If I did, I must not have brought it with me. Alright, let's head down here. Brothel caretaker. The man, looking slightly puzzled, nods at you as you approach. Greetings, sir. Might I ask how you came to be here? I just came down those stairs through that strange door I found. I'd best work on concealing it a bit better then, he shrugs and smiles at you. I'm the brothel's caretaker, by the way. You're not supposed to be down here, really, but it's all right if you look about a bit. I had some questions. He smiles nervously. I really shouldn't even allow you down here, let alone be chatting with you. Please, no questions for now. Well, tell me what this place is, at least. It's where the ladies' sensory stones are kept. They use them as diaries of a sort. You won't be able to use them if that's what you're thinking. Each of them is attuned to one particular student of the brothel, so that only she may access that stone. That's all I wish to know. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Maybe... Oh, maybe I know about the 10 because I came down here and then went back upstairs. This has got to have a really high ceiling, you know?
All right.
The grayish-white stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with light. Something was once inscribed into its base, but the writing has been scoured away.
Updated my journal.
This translucent indigo stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with deep blue light. Inscribed into its base is the word Juliet. Aha! So this is a 10th person who has been cast out or something? This brilliant red stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with fiery crimson light. Inscribed into its base is the word Nenny. Is this going to be Marissa's? It makes sense for it to be green. Nope, Echo. This translucent green stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with bright green light. Inscribed into its base is the word Echo. So it's going to be in order. This bluish-purple stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with soft lavender light. Inscribed into its base is the word Vivian. I thought lavender was lighter than that. This violet stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with deep purple light. Inscribed into its base is the word Marissa. Is Marissa a Greek name? I kind of feel like you should always give Greek names to Medusa. This transparent, bluish-white stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with a soft blue light. Inscribed into its base is the word Kasai Ceres. Just call it cyan light or something like that. This reddish-orange stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with warm orange light. Inscribed into its base is the word Delora. Is it going to be yellow light? This amber-colored stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with soft yellow light. Inscribed into its base are the words Kimaxi Addertongue. And is this going to be Fall from Graces? Or am I missing someone?
I'm gone.
Thank you. This clear stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with a brilliant inner light. Inscribed into its base are the words Ives. Okay, so let's go take a quick look at this one again. Grayish-white stone, pulses with light. Readiness has been scoured away. Alright, well. Let's head back up. Alright, I'm going to get the party down here, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to everyone again. Let's go talk to Vivian. Deck on, thank you. No, but I had some questions. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? 10th student? She studies you as if she's not sure she heard you correctly. Perhaps you have taken one too many blows to the head, or perhaps one of the girls has been playing games with you. There's no 10th prostitute that I know of. Okay. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? Were I to know its location, I'd set it alight and cast its remains into the deepest of pits. May that wretched thing never find her precious veil, and be confined to that chamber for the rest of her days. Vivian Harumphs. Alright. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? You mean Echo? She's a dear, quiet. Vivian frowns. It may be part of the charm. There's all manner of speculation as to why she is silent, but I think 'twas that her heart was most horribly broken. Delora might know best. She's been known to speak to a man Echo once loved before she lost her voice. Okay.
All right.
Alright, well, let's see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there are 10 rooms. Assuming, that Fall from Grace doesn't actually sleep here. Ah, there's Echo. Greetings again. Alright, let's see. I think I've asked all those. I'm trying to find Vivian's... No, I've already asked that. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? She shakes her head, shrugging, and gives you an apologetic look. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? She looks at you puzzled, shaking her head. Alright. Oh, there's Nenny. Out of my way, brothel patron.
Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this fine day? Oh, we've met before.
Nenny giggles and smiles gleefully at you.
I'm sorry, I knew you looked familiar, though.
That's alright, I had some questions. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Oh, Echo, yes, she's a mysterious one, isn't she? Do you know that she never speaks? Truly.
Nenny leans in and lowers her voice.
I think she was emotionally wounded so badly that she may never speak again. I bet Delora knows, because she sometimes talks to her last lover, to the last lover Echo had before when she still spoke.
I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
I'll bet I do. I saw that nasty Kimoxie Addertongue sneaking out of Marissa's room one night. They're both meanies, you know, but Kimoxie's really awful. Anyway, I'd talk to her first.
Okay. Juliet. Not yet farewell. Alright. I wonder if this thing has them. I had some questions, Lewis. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Yes, Echo. She can't have always been mute, you know. Otherwise, I am most certain she would have learned some other means of communicating in the meantime. It must be a recent occurrence.
I am trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be?
Oh dear, yes, I had heard about that. Most unfortunate. Did you ever have the exquisite pleasure of breathing in that scent of hers?
Armoire's drawers seemed to shudder with delight.
Absolutely wondrous, it was. But sadly, no, I know not where good Lady Vivian's scent might be found.
Trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil.
I heard she used to walk around in a crimson veil, but that she had recently taken to her room and darkened it. I did not know I did not know what had occurred. So this veil of hers is missing then.
Okay. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is?
There is no 10th student. What rubbish do you speak of?
Alright, forget it. So I'm not going to be able to talk to Delora. You blend in there, Yves. I have some other questions. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Okay. That's the same thing. I did get that already. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil.
But Marissa's is an interesting tale. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, go ahead.
Once upon a time, in a world of heroes and a time of petty childish gods, there were 3 sisters, cursed with a hideous appearance. They were considered demons by the people of the land and forever shunned. But one missed her sisters terribly, yet left that world with its shame behind, but exchanged the pettiness of a pantheon for the pettiness of self.
I had another question. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? Yves shakes her head.
Speak with Nenny. She is forever pacing about, observing everything intently.
Huh. Pretty sure she didn't know. Yeah, I think I already asked her. Let's see. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? She smirks.
Up your arse, perhaps? Hells, I don't know.
Kimoxie smooths back her hair, which instantly springs back up into a spiky mess. Spoken to 9.
Yes, she's hiding under my bed. Go ahead, get down on all fours and check. I shan't kick you, really.
I am totally going to do that. As you look beneath Kimoxie's bed, nothing's there, of course. You become aware of her standing behind you.
I couldn't. It's just too easy. Get up, you poor stupid debtor. There is no 10th student.
That's all I wish to know. Alright, Kasai. Kasai Saris smiles warmly as you draw near her, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes.
Well, greetings once again. Something I can do for you,
Depends, what sort of things do you do? Well, we got an opportunity to go for this option. My dreams were recently revised when I saw you, my lady.
Were they now?
Kasai smiles, her gleaming red eyes looking you over once more.
You look very savage, you know. Tell me, are you rough with your lovers? In the act, I mean. Very physical?
Do you mean abusive? Why would you ask such a thing? I'm quite gentle, actually. Yes, I suppose I am. Only if it pleases them. Depends on the mood I'm in, really. I don't know, really. I'll go with that one. Kasai pouts for a moment, then shrugs.
If you're uncomfortable speaking about it, then that's all right. I will say, though, that you shouldn't have any such reservations with a lover. These things are important to discuss, especially before the act, you know? It'll be best for the both of you.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's go back to that. I have some questions. Alright, I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil.
Updated my journal.
No, I haven't seen it since the last time she wore it out. But Nenny might have seen something, so try asking her. I'll admit it's been nice. Marissa won't leave her chamber without the veil, and so we've all been spared her foul tongue, leaving us only Kamaxi to deal with.
Kasai smirks.
That Kamaxi's the worst of the two, though.
How so?
Marissa's haughty and mean, but Kamaxi, she's a bitter, spiteful monster of a woman, with a venomous tongue and the demeanor of a Balor. I can't see why anyone would like to speak with her. I sincerely doubt her appearance makes up for that flaying, poisonous mouth of hers, but she receives patrons nonetheless.
Another question. Can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Basically, again, it's just ask Delora. Spoken to 9?
The 10th?
Kasai purses her lips, tapping her foot as she thinks.
No, there's only 9 of us. There's always 9 prostitutes, unless Mistress Grace has made some recent changes I don't know about.
That's all I wish to know. Alright, let's go talk to Fall from Grace. See if we can get any information about any of this stuff.
How may I help you?
I had some other questions I wanted to ask. I spoke to 9 of the students as you asked, but I could not find the 10th. Can you tell me about the girls here? I don't think we've asked this one. I see. So the ladies here are ladies in training, so to speak.
Yes, I hope that by learning the art of language and its subtleties, the patrons and the students here may learn more about themselves. One is only as limited as their command of the language. To be able to employ language to evoke emotions in others is a tremendous skill.
Okay, that's about it. I spoke to 9 of the students as you asked, but I could not find the 10th.
And you could not find the 10th student? How curious.
I'm thinking that the 10th student is me, in which case I've spoken to all of them. I think Lewis is the 10th student in his own way. Can you tell me where the 10th student might be found? Perhaps I overlooked one. Can I ask you some questions instead? Alright. I like this one better. I think this is more in line with what she's thinking. Yep. She nods.
Very well, and your thoughts?
You and I should leave this place and explore the plains. There is nothing more for either one of us to experience here. I've learned what it means to aspire to be a sensate, and that it is better to go in search of experience rather than have it come to you. You should get rid of all the armoires in the brothel and use them as firewood. I love that. Teaching with a sheltered environment such as this only harms the student, and the plains themselves are often the best teacher. I like this option. I have learned what it means to aspire to be a sensate, and that it is better to go in search of experience rather than have it come to you.
Fall from Grace nods. Very well, I will travel with you if you still desire my company.
I do.
Oh, Mistress High and Mighty'll be joining us. What do we need her for?
You couldn't possibly understand.
I wish she would fall from great height. I might even bump her off myself.
And Goddess of No God, I think is what it said. Let's see. Fall from Grace's Diary. This book looks like it is made of paper-thin silver sheets. The engraving of a woman on the cover of the text, and there's a small lock on the side of the book. No matter how you try, the lock resists your attempts to open it. Fall from Grace's Touch. Default weapon, 1 to 3 slashing. It does slight slashing damage. Shouldn't it also, drain? Fall from Grace's Chastity Bodice. Fall from Grace's Bodice is made from the tanned hide of some creature. Despite its prim and proper appearance, it does little to detract from Grace's sensuality. The bodice possesses no known powers other than some minor enchantments that prevent it from becoming dirty and repairs minor tears in the fabric. Armor class 5. That's as good as a suit of mail. It's pretty impressive. Earrings, +1 to all saving throws, 5% resistance to magic, usable only by females. These are Fall from Grace's earrings. They give her a slight amount of protection from spells and other magic, and like almost everything else, they look really good on her. Doesn't look like she has anything else equipped. Alright, we'll take a look at her in the next episode. Interesting. I was not expecting her to do that. Alright, well, in the next episode, we will wander about and see if we can solve some of these problems that people are having with their missing stuff. See you next time, everyone.